students, we've made it to Thursday. We're still working on cause and effect today. Remember, what happened and why did it happen? That's cause and effect. Remember yesterday, Miss Mesa told you that sometimes I look at it backwards. As I look at what happened and I think about what caused it to happen to come up with the cause. Today we're going to be looking at rain. We're going to be looking at rain. So that's the second one, and then the bottom of your sheet looks like this. It has cause, effect, 2, okay? Those should be together because I took a photo of them like that and uploaded them. All right, please be sure that you're sending these to me so you can get credit for them. Even if we're working them together, I want to know that you're doing them, okay? All right, so remembering again one more time that cause and effect is what happened and why did it happen. And let's read the passage rain, okay? Miss Maze is going to read it first, and then I'm going to let you Coral read with me, okay? All right, here we go. The weather forecaster had predicted that it would rain today. We've been getting lots of rain here, hadn't we? Bart wanted to be prepared, so he wore a jacket and brought his umbrella. Bart was about halfway to school when it started to pour. Since he had his jacket and umbrella, Bart stayed warm and dry. It had taken a while for Bart to find his umbrella. That had caused him to leave for school a little late. Bart looked at his watch and realized that he was going to be tardy, so he started to run. Unfortunately, the rain made the sidewalk slippery and Bart fell in a puddle. When Bart arrived at school, he was shivering because he was soaking wet and cold from his walk in the rain. All right, now we've read it through. So now as we go back to read it a second time, I want you to think about what is the effect of Bart looking at his watch and realizing that he might be tardy for school. So that's the effect. So we have to, that was the cause, is that he was looking at his watch and realizing that he might be tardy for school. So we want to find the effect of what happened okay? What did he do because he saw that he might be tardy for school? And then we're going to come up with some more examples of cause and effect relationships, okay? We only have to come up with 2, but I'm sure we'll come up with some more and you can choose the 2 you want to use, okay? So as I read the story again, think of the cause is that Bart looked at his watch and realized that he might be tardy for school. And what happened because of that? What was the effect, okay? So let's read this together. You ready? Let's read rain in 3, 2, 1. The weather forecasted had predicted that it would rain today. Bart wanted to be prepared, so he wore a jacket and brought his umbrella. Bart was about halfway to school when it started to pour. Since he had his jacket and umbrella, Bart stayed warm and dry. It had taken a while for Bart to find his umbrella. That had caused him to leave for school a little late. All right, here we go. Bart looked at his watch and realized he was going to be tardy. Now, what happened because of that? Are you ready? He started to run. Unfortunately, the rain made the sidewalk slippery and Bart fell in a puddle. When Bart arrived at school, he was shivering because he was soaking wet and cold from his walk in the rain. All right, so what is the effect of Bart looking at his watch and realizing that he might be tardy for school? All right. Oh, I love how you started that off, restated our question, and put it in a complete sentence. That is great. I'm so proud of you. That's right. Bart realized that he was going to be tardy and started to run. Bart realized that he was going to be tardy and started to run. Let me fold this down. I've got yesterday's on there too, but it might be a little less confusing if I fold it down. There you go. Bart realized that he was going to be tardy and started to run. All right. Now, we need to have 2 more examples of cause and effect relationships, okay? All right. Let me ask you this. Again, I have to go backwards on it, okay? So, Bart, what was the effect that Bart wore a jacket and brought an umbrella? Why did he do that? That's right, because the weather forecast predicted the rain. Good job. Can anybody else think of a cause and effect? Okay. Why is it that he stayed warm and dry? Because he had a jacket and umbrella. Good job. All right. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and try to go the other way for those of you that might not like to work backwards. What happened because it took a while for him to find his umbrella? The effect is he left late for school. Very good. All right. So then the rain made the sidewalk slippery. That's the cause. What happened because the sidewalk was slippery? He fell in a puddle. So you see how you can swap it, but you have to think about what was the cause and what happened because of it. And then what happened because he was cold and wet? He was shivering. Okay, so for those of you that don't do it like Miss Mays and have to do it backwards, there's just some examples of doing it that way. Okay, all right, so pause that video if you need to take a little more time writing those, and remember to have your parents email me or send those to me through Dojo. And again, we just wrapped up today's cause and effect. We determined what happened and why things happened. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow. It'll be Friday. Hey, don't forget to be coloring those Zentangles that I have on my teacher page as well. Send those to me and we can send those to your teachers for some extra points. Okay, you guys have a great afternoon, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.